So let's go meet Tim and the team. Stay tuned. So Tim has been in here for a couple nights, right?
Yes.
Tim, the live sci-fi.tv leader of the team, was the first person to arrive here at the Warren House.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling you guys, this house, he's been experiencing some really extreme activity and just in the past few days. What are some of the things you've experienced?
Demonic hissing, being physically touched, a lot of conversations that you can't that are coming within the house that don't have any point of origin.
So you're hearing actual words being spoken?
We're full on people talking like you and I are right now.
Wow.
And bangs, and the house actually seems to have a certain intelligence. So if you talk negatively about the house will actually respond negatively to
Oh
it.
God.
So yeah, it's a really creepy house. The night before last, I got so bad that at 6 in the morning, Jonathan was like, "Fuck this," and even now he's acting really strange. He's not normal.
Really, because Jonathan, and I've investigated with Jonathan. He doesn't scare easy.
No.
I mean, he's
pretty
pretty tough and
yeah
very used to this environment.
Used to this environment. So
and
he's pretty even. He doesn't really get. I've never seen him get affected this way.
And that started when weren't you held down a few nights ago?
Well, last night, yeah. Well, night before last, so yeah.
What happened to you?
I was pinched in the neck pretty much. It wasn't like I was choked. It was kind of weird. I felt like an index and a thumb because I do this a lot,
Yeah.
Just massage my neck. So I felt like something literally locked on a certain point and held me down.
Oh, and you were totally awake.
Yeah. Yeah, I was totally awake. I wasn't asleep yet. I was just kind of, literally with my eyes open looking at the couch. Because I kept hearing noises and stuff, so I was trying to hear what they were saying. So it's kind of weird. Sometimes it sounds like arguing, and sometimes it just sounds like some weird demonic chant.
Wow. And people, through some of the journals you've read,
people
were convinced this house is demonic.
Yeah, one person was quoted as saying the devil haunts the house. The devil himself haunts the house.
Right, definitely some negative energy. And Jonathan, I mean, he does not scare easy. And you two heard a hissing sound so loud you actually thought it was a snake that was next to you.
No, it was louder than it was it literally sounded like there was a subwoofer and a surround sound system turned up all the way, and someone played that note. It was so loud.
It's funny.
It was a haunted house, fake haunted house, hiss. I don't know how to. I'd never heard something like that, and it was the only thing that Jonathan found that sounded like it was actually a crocodile.
Wow. Just when we were talking about this just now, I swear to God, I heard a little hiss behind you.
Oh, well, that's the air freshener.
Okay. Okay. Where? Can you show me where that is?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Okay.
we have some little an air freshener automatically goes off.
That's went off.
Yeah.
All right, that's the...
Yeah. So we've been having those neutralizing.
Great. A piano.
Yeah.
Organ.
Yeah, you can play that.
Oh, new TV. Is that a LCD screen or plasma?
I have no idea.
Well, this is very exciting. Is there anything...
What was that?
What?
Did you hear
Yeah, the box.
that? Yeah, it sounded weird. I just farted.
Are you just like haunted doll.
Yeah. So there's also a story of a doll showing up on the doorstep when the activity increased. And so the family brought it in. It was a really old doll. They said
So even now, there's a potential of a doll showing up on the doorstep when this activity increases?
Yeah.
Holy.
So there was a doll that showed up, and the doll had eventually it would almost come alive. They would put it in they left it in one part of the house, and they would notice that it would walk around. It would just automatically move to another part of the house, and then the head would sometimes be looking at it, and the head would move. and the eyes would.
And you haven't seen the doll yet?
Not yet. We bought a metal detector too, so we're gonna like kind of do that today.
Dude,
So
what does the doll look like?
It was just an old doll. They said they said that it was probably made from the turn of the century. So anyways, they tried to get rid of it, and they threw it away. Just threw it in the trash. And then next morning, it showed up on the front doorstep. So they buried it. They actually tried throwing it away twice, and it kept showing up. And then they tried burying it, and then the next day it showed up.
God, if this thing shows up, I would.
You're out.
I'll stay, but I'll be.
We'll sleep with it.
Yeah. I'll put it in Jonathan's bed.
So that's where the staircase goes down there. Yeah.
This is the other staircase.
Yeah, and supposedly like the doll just mysteriously vanished. So.
Do you know how long ago the doll?
It was like 1980, I think.
Okay, so it's not too far back.
Yeah.
And how old is this place?
1860.
So this place is 1860s, and
It was over like 150.
and there were suicides and murders, right?
Suicide, murders, really bad misfortune. Yeah, it's just really crazy stuff. So, and this place has like a really like long history of where people go crazy in here. And like the last owner, she lived in here for 10 years, and she was telling everybody that everything was fine. And shortly after, when she moved out, or when her kids moved out, because they were living here, she lasted for 6 months, and it seems like everyone who lives in this house has problems with drinking and smoking. So she pretty much smoked herself to death, and she.
What was that? I heard that right in my ear, dude.
That was a grow.
I heard. Oh, I got chills up. I swear to God,
That's in here. See it?
No, but in my left ear, I
Yeah.
just heard.
Yeah.
Like left ear would be here, guys.
I heard it over here. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I heard it like rip out logs.
That was weird. I don't know. Here we are, eating some breakfast at the Warren House. Yummy. Okay, you met Tim, the leader of the team here. This is Jonathan. Jonathan, I'm gonna introduce Jonathan just for a second because I've met him before and investigated with him at the Sally House. This is one tough guy, not scared of anything, and this house has been so active in the last couple of days when him and Tim were sleeping here. It actually affected him, and he's going to introduce himself and tell you a little bit about that.
Hi guys, yeah, we've been sleeping here for a couple of nights now, and it just seems like whatever's here is nonstop, and it just won't give you any time to rest, and I've just been walking around like a zombie, just completely out of it, and at one point it was just an overwhelming feeling of dread or something, and I was just almost ready to leave, so it's been pretty intense so far.
What was the worst thing that happened to you that really made you want to leave the house?
We heard some kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, demonic hiss. It sounded like a big alligator hissing that was literally a couple feet away from us. I've never heard anything like that ever, and that's just had me on edge ever since it happened.
And it was so real sounding that you actually thought it was not even paranormal, like there was an animal.
Yeah, I mean, initially we reacted and I backed up because I thought there was some kind of wild animal or something that was going to come around the corner at us, just because it was so loud and so intense. And we picked up all the couches. It happened more than one time. We checked everywhere, and there was nothing there. It was just, insane.
Wow. And this house has had a lot of suicides, and people hung themselves in different areas of the house.
Yeah, the documented history here is so detailed that we pretty much know everything that happened and it's documented. Where a lot of places you have stories about what happened, but this we more or less know what happened. And some of the previous owners had documented their experiences, and ours are almost lining up as theirs did with some of the things we're hearing and experiencing. So if it keeps progressing like it did with them, then we're going to have a lot of stuff happen here.
And this is going to be, once again, live streaming for weeks on end. Probably one of the longer investigations that I've ever heard of, to be honest. And the show, livesci-fi.tv, has not even started yet. It kicks off on Monday, October 14th, and already the team's getting worn out. But it's gonna rock.
It's gonna be worth your time, no doubt about it.
And happy birthday!
Thank you.
It is your birthday.
Appreciate
And
that.
we do have another team member here,
Hello, all.
and he's gonna have the same accent as Jonathan. Just tell us who you are.
My name's Dave Spanks, and I'm a paranormal investigator. Been doing this for probably around 16 years. Got hooked up with Jonathan to do on a more professional level probably a little over about a year and a half ago. Went on my first professional investigation with Jonathan and Tim at Bobby Mackey's, and I was at Virginia City with Tim here back in July, and we did 2 or 3 locations there, and he invited me to come up on this. I'm really pumped about it. It sounds like this place is off the hook, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks like we have a great team.
Yeah.
You're friends with Jonathan. I came from California with Tim, and it's pretty solid, and that's important for an investigation that's pretty active.
Yeah, I think we got a great team as far as experience
Yep.
level goes, and I think it's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be, and you brought a metal detector, right?
Yeah, I did. Tim asked me if I could get a hold of one. I got a hold of one, and we're going to search the grounds and under the house, see if we can come up with any relics of any sort, because there's rumor there was some voodoo practice in this home as well.
Jesus. Yeah, this
It's going to be awesome.
it's gonna be awesome. So when did you get here?
I got here this morning at 6 o'clock. I traveled all night.
And we can tell because you're pretty energized, like me. I got here today.
Yeah, we haven't had the drain they have yet. They've been here for 3 days now, and
Yeah.
they've already experienced some crazy stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna get some good stuff here. It's gonna be pretty active.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Awesome. So we'll see you guys soon. We're going out.